Well, 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 welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hello and welcome to all of you Architects of Fate. We're so happy to have you here today on the show that you get to control. Tonight, we are playing Conan, Adventures in an Age Undreamed of by Modiphius Entertainment. We find ourselves in Chapter 3, Episode 22 tonight. I think 22. Episode 22 tonight, called The Coiling Path. The party continues down into the coiling depths of the cursed cave, into the arms, tentacles, scales, whatevers of other serpentine monstrosities. Let me double check I have audio. Yep, we are audio good even this time. So, everybody, we are happy to have you. I've got a great cast with me tonight, as always. First off, with the man behind the scenes, the one to thank to keep us all running and keep us all, here for you, is our moderator, Nat. On the screen here, we have, in no particular order, Aberta, the zealous witch hunter. We have Zang, the exotic emissary from far off Kitai. We have Thornicius, the Bosonian ranger and man of the woods. We have Xenia, the mercenary silver queen, the silvered mercenary queen herself. And now we also have Verai, our Zamoran assassin. And finally, I'll be playing the part of Crom, the god who cares not for your worries. Our party finds themselves now, having been trapped underground in a cursed cave full of serpents and snakes and mutants and statues and ceilings that try to come down and smash them, and altars to more serpents, and some secret passages. All, but to what purpose, the party still does not yet know. Oh yeah, and there were dead Atlanteans. But to what purpose, the party does not yet know. And we find ourselves now, the party has made it to this second sub-level, a truly created sub-level, with signs of artistry and carpentry and architecture, and holes in the walls all over the place, some of them glowing in a pale, flickering red light, and others, hey, there's another subscription, and other rooms full of statues of man-snake hybrid monstrosities. Hybridstrosities? Hybstrosities? Hybstrosities. party has made it down here, and they were following good old barbarian logic. They took a right, they ran into a dead end full of snakes. They took a right, they ran into a dead end full of snakes. They took a right, they ran into a dead end full of snakes. And now here we are deciding if we're going to be taking 3 more rights. And I can assure you, I'll give you a clue. If you take 3 more rights, there will be a straight. So, my friends, let us begin. Here we are.
How to feel about straights.
The party is battered and beaten. Zinnia is limping from a major wound to her Achilles tendon. The rest of the party
hasn't been working out for us. Let's start taking some lefts. Let's just take a whole bunch of lefts this time. And end up right back where we started.
So you are in a room, one of the circular pillar rooms. You originally came from, well, so we'll say, that way. The return backwards would be where you originally came from. You turned right into this dead end. You could now go straight, which from the dead end would be a right, but you could now go straight, or you could go left, or you could go back, or you could go right back to that dead end again. Came from behind.
I say we take a right.
Into the dead end?
So over there, I don't know where
We keep walking into the snakes every time you say right. We're going left.
Hey, thanks, Felix.
Let's keep our tactic.
And Goliath. Good to have you, my friend.
Let's just keep our tactic. Let's just keep going right. Eventually, we'll figure something out. We'll kill something.
Or something will kill you.
Shut up, Crumb. Nobody asked you.
So is that what the party decides to do? Take another right, which is actually straight from coming in.
What is the signs on the walls? Have we scratched anything into these walls yet?
You came from this way.
Yeah.
You went that way. It's a dead end. You came back. So you can go that way or that way. Or that way.
Straight. Everybody right.
So,
left now. Yeah. You know what you were signing on for. Then we take the right. I agree with that, right?
all right.
Don't
Coming
cross
out-
fallacy.
Coming out of the dead end passage that was so painful and full of so many chat purchased snakes. What? My hair looks like a leaf pad. Okay, all right. As you are debating which direction to go, the walls begin to drip with a oozy gray slime, just a little bit of oozy gray serpent fat-like slime dripping from some of the holes, more just like leaking out of them than like dripping down, bringing with it a pungent aroma of rotten calamari.
Last time I checked, we're in the mountains, nowhere near a seaport. Where's all this crap coming from?
And the party takes a right from the short dead end hallway. As you go down this passage, you go a short ways until you come across a dead end. This time, however, at this dead end, instead of there being piles and piles of snake, there is a singular statue in pristine condition of another one of these hybrid snake man things. Pure stone, no color, like a sandstony, just sitting in the middle of this dead room, like standing there. It has arms wielding weapons. It has a cobra hood and a snake body and a snake face.
Finally, a foe we can beat.
I look at our archer, right? And I'm like, shoot, you favor and shoot an arrow at that before we get close, just to be safe.
Well, we've poked plenty of things around here already and been bitten. I don't know if we want to poke this one too.
Well, that's the point. Is that if we shoot it from a distance, we'll know.
Well, yeah, what the heck?
Plink an arrow into it. It bounces off the rock. Takes a little chip out of the rock.
Now you gotta go get your arrow.
Yeah.
Well, probably merits a follow-up, so I will investigate it.
All right. Roll me a. What are you investigating it for or as? What are you trying to?
You know what? I walk up to it, I look like I'm about to investigate it, and then I think better of it, and I look at Verai, and I'm like, would you see if there's any mechanisms or TRAPs?
Somebody with better eyes, huh?
Yeah.
You want me to walk up to this thing and inspect it?
Says the
walked up
crazy
to it.
murder hobo with the.
I just didn't start poking at it.
Horned bear. What are you afraid of?
All right. Okay. Come on, Teddy. We're going in.
Roll me an
Nothing left to lose
observation.
but your soul.
The Pirate Roberts has come for your soul.
20. But wait, there's more. I can re-roll one. Because currently that was
Actually looking for a sham whale somewhere when you said that. That was pretty good.
yeah. Hang on a second. Slash. Yeah.
Verai looks around, studies the ceiling, studies the walls. There are holes all over the walls, like had been described before. The light coming out of those holes is throwing both no shadow and a twisting shadow at the same time from the way that the lights are flickering, the little red, pale, flickering lights coming from them. Verai goes up to the statue, does a full walk around, starts poking it, prodding it, touching it, wiggling it. It doesn't seem to move or respond in any way, shape, or form, and there are no traps, mechanisms, or triggers that you can detect.
So first thing, I'm gonna pick up Dornitius's arrow and kind of like toss it back to him in a way that he's not gonna catch it in his eye.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out Doomslayer and just kind of give the statue a couple of hacks, like on the arm or something.
Like just tapping at it, or like full on trying to break something?
Well, I don't want to break my sword, but I don't want to just like tap at it either. And I'll just give it a couple of half-hearted quacks. See if it's gonna chip the stone or anything like that. It's not gonna damage my sword too much.
All right. I'm not going to make you roll an attack roll unless you want to.
I'm not attacking it to kill it. It's an inanimate object so far.
All right. You give it a couple of good bonks with the side of your sword. You chip some stone off. Some of the intricately detailed scales are now missing. Because
Are its weapons stone too?
Yes. Of the same stone as the rest of it.
Okay, so it's easily chippable. That's good. What did I chip? I chipped away. You said like some of the intricate details on the surface. Is there anything underneath, or is it just chip stone?
Looks like chip stone.
Okay, good. I'm watching
When
it.
you turn this side.
Guys, I don't see any buttons. It doesn't appear like it's going to come out and go, gotcha! So, maybe we turn around? unless y'all want to do something else in here, because I can't see anything. It's too dim. I don't know. I got some dust in my eye. I don't know. Any other excuses I can come up with?
I'd like to look around the room because it's the first room that we've come to with anything different.
Not
So-
true. The very first room that you were in had a bunch of these statues.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I'm not
No,
taking it
that's
there.
my expert opinion.
Sorry.
Look for a trigger. There's got to be something. Something.
Are you doubting the expert opinion of your thief?
not doubting this?
Next time your arrow's coming back at you, arrowhead first.
I just want to look around the room. What? What? Ain't gonna hurt while he's poking and prodding.
He's
at the
done
statue.
poking.
I can do it at the same time.
I already chipped it. Knock yourself out. I'll stand in the hallway.
Yep.
All right. I just want to walk around the room.
You walk a lap around the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you roll an observation for me?
Nope.
Are you observing anything or just getting exercise?
I'm trying to observe everything, but
All right.
you know.
As the rest of the party's waiting out in the hallway, sitting there staring, Verai thoroughly looks through the room, walks out, whacks it a few times, then walks away. Thornicius goes, "Huh, I'm going to look too." Walks in. God, I hope you roll a nat 20.
Huh?
I hope you roll a nat 20 to continue the passage of this cursed.
No, I'm trying to get him not to.
It's
Stop.
going to be so amazing if you roll a nat 20.
2d20 nat 20.
Two nat 20s would be even better because
Oh,
the
no.
amount of serpentine Cthulhu-y tentacle serpents that would be coming out of the walls at you would be insurmountable.
You are so
God bless
freaking
America.
stupid.
You rolled it. It's not my fault this time.
To an empty room. There were no survivors.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he did indeed roll a 20, which, as we know, in the Conan system means a complication has occurred. He also rolled an 8, which is a success. So there's one success and one complication. However, if there was anything in there to find, it would have required more than one success in order to find it. However, the complication stands. So not only did he find nothing, he made a complication. And that complication is, you guessed it, Snecky snacks start falling out from the ceilings and climbing up from the holes in the floors and the walls, and before you know it, you've got a writhing, coiling mass of snacky snakes that are swarming towards you. Oh, by the way, you're in the back of the room. They're coming from the front of the room. In order to leave the room, you're going to have to go through them, and they are all focused on you, swarming up into a mass, a shape, almost a Medusa-like structure of shape as it begins to hiss, curl, and bite at you.
A little help, please.
The party does get to go first. I will say that wasn't a surprise action, so I will allow the party to go first. But party, you see your friend going into this completely harmless room, sticking his arm in something, saying, "Ooh, what's this?" And snakes start pouring out of the walls between you and him.
Well.
So I'm going to start by laughing and watching what everybody else wants to do.
This is what you get when you don't trust the rogue.
Like I said, nice knowing you.
I'm okay. I'm gonna figure out what they're gonna do, but then I'm gonna do something else.
Well, somebody's got to do something, otherwise they're going to go. You got about 10 seconds before they get to
I
go.
run and jump full on for the doorway. If I hit a snake and take it with me, oh well. But I am running for that door and jumping over everything else.
That would be an acrobatics check.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. Go for that acrobatics check.
You gotta be kidding me!
So that is one success. 1 success and a complication. The complication being you guys are going to love him so very much as more snakes start coming out of the walls in the hallway, and behind you, you hear some slithering sounds as 2 more mutant, half-breed, half-man monster snakes are now behind you and surrounding you on all sides. But he did make it through most of the snakes into the party now, so now the party is fully surrounded.
Huh?
It's a trap.
Hey,
So, because behind us is a whole slithering group of nonsense, and at least in front of us there's a tangled mass of nonsense. Doomslayer, and I'm gonna attack the one that Thornicius just jumped over because I don't like it. I don't like it when they're in front and behind me.
Okay, roll me an attack roll. You swing at the mob of snakes up in front of you. Was that 1 success?
I don't know. Give me a second. Melee.
2 successes,
2 successes.
which is 1 more than you need, generating the party 1 point of momentum. Roll for damage.
Is that 76?
The Doomslayer is indeed 7 dice worth of damage. Thank you to whatever listener may have given him the Doomslayer.
Oh shit, wrong one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Reroll 2 of them.
Okay, reroll 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them being effects. Effect on that is Vicious 1 and Intense 1. It says if you deal a wound, you deal 2. No, yeah. Intent says if you deal a wound, you deal an extra wound. And what did I say? 8 plus 6? I gotta count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of effect. So 8 plus 5 is 13, which would normally be 2 wounds, but you have intense, so that is 3 wounds worth of damage. As a full half of that mob of snakes become multiple pieces as Doomslayer slices through them. I need an observation check from somebody that's not Thornicius or Veri.
Why don't you go ahead and roll that?
I'll do it.
yeah, I vote Zinnia. Yep. What do you mean, yep? You're allowed to yep. I'm allowed.
Did you just roll that?
No, I didn't roll that.
Right. That
And I need a discipline from you, Veri. Okay, observation from Xenia, 10 and a 15. Your observation is 14, so that is 1 success. The red glowing lights in here are playing tricks of the eyes and making things reflect light quite oddly. Ooh, okay. However, you definitely feel the urge to keep moving. Definitely feel the urge to get to where you're going. Next.
I feel the urge to keep moving?
Yes, you feel the urge to get to where you're going.
Well, that's odd because I have to go through all of those sneckies in order to get where I'm trying to go.
Just
Check.
enhancing your already need to escape.
Understood. Crom says I should GTFO.
Not saying you need a GTFO. You succeeded on your discipline check. Just have that
No,
pull,
I get you.
the tug at the feet, so to speak. You know, the thing that I feel all the time.
I'll do a double sword attack the ones.
All right. So there's a pile of snakes up there, half a pile of snakes up there, another pile of snakes up there, a pile of snakes back there, a pile of snakes back there, a mutant hybrid monster snake back there, and a mutant hybrid monster snake back there.
Huh. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Take your pick. Your hubby gave us a lot of dices. I gave us a lot of snakies.
I know.
Gosh, it seems like the players are in a tough spot, he says. Otherness, who does that glitch get triggered on? I'll let you take your pick, or I can roll it randomly. Your choice. If you say hold it until Thornicius gets his next round, chef's kiss.
I will do the ones near where I did.
Okay, so the half a pile in front.
Yes.
Okay, roll me an attack roll.
Oh, hold on. Push something.
That's 10 successes, generating 1 point of momentum. Roll me a damage roll, which I believe is 5d6. Whoever's spraying this mess. Yep, that was indeed Thornicius. Ooh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage.
Oh, man.
3 of them affects your effects on this weapon being piercing, so it doesn't increase the damage here, but yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. We're going to spend 1 point of momentum, giving you a second attack. Roll your second attack roll. That's 1 success. All you need. Roll 5d6 for damage. 1, 2, 3 more points of damage. Can you re-roll any of those? I believe you can re-roll 2 of them. Yes.
If you think about it, it's really quite small.
Didn't help on the re-roll. But 1, 2, 3 points of damage plus the 7 points of damage you already did, as all but one of these sneaky snakes in that pile goes splatter.
Lucky
Splitter splatter.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could.
Deserves it.
Oh, we only have 1 point of momentum.
Don't
Yeah.
really know.
He killed 3, you killed 2. Thornicius jumped 1.
Well, I will try to splatter one then.
Okay.
My dog would
the-
let me.
Just the singular snake that's left, or one of the snake piles? Because there are 4 piles of snakes.
I might as well go for a pile.
Okay. In front or
I get the
behind?
name Gomer.
In front or behind?
You know what? I'll do the one in front of us.
Okay. You move into the room with the statue and swing your big ol' hammer, getting 1 success, which is enough.
That's 2.
It's getting 2 successes, which generates a point of momentum.
And for damage, I can find the right tab. And I'll reroll the 3s and the 4s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. 2 of them being effects. Effects is vicious 2, which means that's 4 more points of damage, bringing the grand total up to 11 points of damage, smashing 2 of the 6 snakes in that second pile.
Ugh.
Hey, Zhang, you are surrounded.
I generally am. Oh, you're not talking about the idiots, right? Yeah, I'm going to
Wouldn't it be
attack.
funny if the dog bit him just right now? Just
I'm going to attack one of the piles.
do it.
In the room with the statue that has the wounded piles, because there's a pile that has 1 snake left in it. You could probably finish it off pretty easy.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's finish off that one.
Okay. You coming in with your claw or with your cat of 9 tails?
The Urumi, which is what you
The
keep
cat of
calling the
9
nine tails.
But
Definitely
more
not
dangerous. It's like a cat of 9 tails, except all 9 tails are bendy swords.
Yeah, something like that. Nada.
No.
I miss.
Well, unfortunately, trying to step through all of the other snakes, and then you got bowled into by Thornicius, completely throwing your balance off. Thanks, Thornicius.
Yeah.
It is a swipe and a swing. leaving sparks and scrapes across the floor. Unfortunate sparks and scrapes across the floor. Unfortunately, leaving all remaining snakes standing.
Well, I mean, are they standing?
Well, the two hybridy things sort of are. They're in a
Okay.
standing-like shape. And now I shall roll for the one snaky snake that is left in that pile. He goes for Zang. And he even gets a singular success on striking you, this one snake.
I will attempt to block that with my shield.
Block it with your shield, my friend.
Got a 9, which I think is a success.
Yep, that meets your parry.
Yay, I
That
succeed.
one snaky snake jumps up to get at you. You know, you try to kill it, it's trying to kill you, but you just batter it away with your shield.
The
before it
battle
gets
is epic.
too close. Shaping!
Against the singular snake.
The snaky snake pile that has been injured with 2 lost goes also after you, Zang. The dice aren't liking you all of a sudden.
Hmm.
Sharing your feeling there.
They have 1 success and 1 complication because they succeed only on an 8. They're not that strong. So 1 success and 1 complication.
I'm
Would you like
perfectly
to
willing
roll?
to give you.
I shall take that point of doom.
Another success.
So 4 more snakes come slithering and swirling at you, biting their way up through trying to bite their way up through your armor. One of them accidentally bites onto another one and injects its poison into the other one, thus murdering one of its friendly snakes. There is now 3 snakes left in that pile. You're so lethal, they kill themselves trying to get to you.
Sounds about right.
And the third of the 3 piles on that side goes for Thornicious.
What did figure? Okay.
3 successes and a complication.
I am going to use a point of momentum to increase my dice to 3, and then I'm going to use a point of, what is it called?
Fortune.
Fortune. Yes.
All right.
Fortune.
Roll 3 die 20 on your parry attack, please.
Working on that. Oh, whoo.
What is that? 2? What's your parry?
Let me take a
Your
look.
parry is a 14, so that is 3 successes plus 2 successes from your point of fortune. That is 5 successes and a complication.
Oh, is that
5
what I got for
successes.
the glitch?
And you just got glitched as you see a black cat. Deja vu. That's kind of weird. And so thankfully, you are able to avoid all of the damage of the snakes upon your person. However, they are wrapped up around you now. One of them is wrapped around on your bow. One of them is wrapped around your legs. One of them is wrapped around your torso. One of them snuck itself into your bag. And all 6 of those snakes are in, on, and around your person. Thank you to the glitch allowing them to do so, even though you massively succeeded at your parry.
Can we not go one day without one of you two trying to dress in snakes?
It's an honor in our country, don't you know that?
Yeah, it's all the rage with the kids these days.
And now for the 2 snake piles in the back. Snake pile number 1 goes after Abertac.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on its attack roll.
Yikes. All right,
Party
I'm
does have
gonna try to block. And do we have momentum?
Party has 3 points of momentum.
All right, I'm gonna grab 2 of them,
Okay.
and then I'm going to spend a point of fortune on top of that.
All right, so you're only going to... Okay. So roll 4 die 20 on your parry.
Ah, shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, what is your parry is over at 11, right?
13, yeah.
Yeah. So you got 5 successes to beat off the 5 hits against you.
Six successes. That 3 is focus, so it's 2.
You got 6 successes to win against the 5 successes against you, generating 1 point of momentum back for you with your point.
And a complication.
And a complication, as that pile of snakes is wrapped in, on, and around your person. None of them are in your bags this time, though. That was the snake's complication. It was trying to get to him and fell into his bag. And finally, Ish, the final snake pile also goes for you. Abertac.
Oh, yeah.
So many 20s in this cave. This truly is the cursed cave. That is 2 complications and 4 successes.
Wow.
So you can give me a point of doom if you want to parry again against 4 successes. Or you
I
can
don't
just
think
take the damage.
I'll just take the damage.
All right. Roll 4 die 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage, one of them being an effect. I know you've got armor to soak some of that 4 points of damage, but I need a resistance check versus the poison as its fangs bite into you.
Jesus.
You succeed to resist that poison, and of the 6 snakes that just came after you, 2 of them accidentally tie a knot and a bow out of themselves. Very cartoon-like. Just turn into a bow.
Or a boa.
A boa. Now, the man hybrid snake monster creature, monstrosities. It is their turn. They really don't like Zhang.
Can you blame him?
2d20. He does have 2 successes to hit you, Zhang. Soak it or give me a point of doom.
Also.
All right.
If he does, I get his armor.
Roll
Another
5d6. 2 points of damage. Does that even get through your armor?
No.
Okay. Well, the other one goes
Sure, that gets through my, my non-armored. So
Zinnia. The final of the hybrid monster creatures comes for you. Remember, everything you do is 1 difficulty more difficult because you have an injury, a wound.
That is
So
And it comes at you with no successes on trying to strike you at all. So it is now the party's turn once again. There is a 4-pack, a 3-pack in front. Well, no, sorry. There is a 4-pack wrapped around Thornicius and a 3-pack. There is a 6-pack wrapped around Abertac and a 4-pack knotted up with itself. 2 of them. Well, 6 with 2 knotted, making it 4. And 2 big guys.
What about I throw chakra at the big guy?
she's not wrapped up in snakes right now, right?
That is a true statement, but you are.
I know. I was going to say you could help one of us out of our pickle by getting the snakes off of us.
What about if I get the big guys? Remember when we hit the big guys, they all doesn't disappear.
No, they don't just disappear. Abertac and Verite squish them.
No. All right, I'll help Abertac.
Thank you.
You welcome.
Roll
Oh,
me
shit.
a handling.
Never mind me over here.
You'd be all right. Shut up.
Would you like him to use any fort? Nope. Okay. Well, that is one success. Unfortunately, it is a. No, it's technically a personality skill. It isn't a physical skill. So you don't get a penalty on it. So one success is indeed enough to unwrap these six snaky snacks from around Abertac. Grabbing and tossing, grabbing and tossing.
Yay.
There's still a bunch wrapped around Thornicius, though, so that's fine.
He'll be all right. Night.
So
Next to the party.
I'm gonna take Doomslayer, and I am going to surge past Thornicius and head for one of the hybrid human snakes.
All right, roll me an attack roll.
This house is represented.
2 successes.
I'm like,
Ooh. Juan success.
Juan success. Okay. 1 success is enough to hit it. However, it is going to use a point of doom to try to deflect your attack. Slash roll 2d20. It very handily deflects your attack. Ba-ting! It slithers around your blade and your arm, slamming it into a wall before your strike ever actually lands. Next!
Zach. This guy ain't trying to hit me. I'm gonna hit him back with my
One of the big guys?
yeah. The
All
one
right.
that, blinked off of my armor.
Okay, roll me an attack roll.
Okay. Hey,
Oh, wow.
that's 2 successes.
He is going to use a point of momentum to try to parry, though. Or point of doom. Only 1 success on the point of doom. You successfully hit, my friend. Roll
Nice.
4 damage.
who made this?
Let's see this.
Michael's made them.
One, where is that?
That's pretty. What'd you get them for?
Mm,
Got a use for them. I don't quite remember. Welcome to my world.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage, 2 of them being effects. The effects on that are Backlash, Fearsome, and Spread. I don't know what any of those mean.
Spread means that I can move it to other enemies. Fearsome, I could use it for was it?
For
Don't believe his lies.
mental
I can
attack.
use that as a threaten effect.
Okay. Equipment, carts, library, daggers, qualities. And what was backlash? Are dangerous to the attacker as well as the enemy. An attack with this quality inflicts X damage to the attacker for each effect rolled. This damage ignores soak and will be of whatever kind of damage the attack inflicts unless otherwise stated.
A little bit. Not a whole lot.
That doesn't sound good. Did you know it did that?
Oh, that's less than pleasant, but yes. Okay. Oh.
Honey, how grown?
I didn't know there was an effect that was so awful. Fearsome spreads doubt and panic. No, it's not can be used for a mental attack. It does mental and physical damage both.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It inflicts X mental damage for each effect rolled, in addition to whatever physical was done. And spread. For each effect rolled, roll additional hit locations, suffer half. In cases of players not using hit locations, target takes an additional damage X times. So since we're not using hit locations, it has Vicious 1, basically.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so you deal 2 points of damage to yourself that apparently goes right through any armor soak.
Yep.
But you deal to it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage, and 1 point of mental damage. You deal an injury to this creature. You dealt enough damage in a single blow to create an injury. I mean, it's still going though.
Yeah.
Abertac, the newly snake-free Abertac.
He gawks
Devil.
for a moment at Zhang, being like, was that supposed to happen?
Verai just got trounced. Verai went for a stab and just got slid sideways.
All right. I have
At
two
least
successes.
I'm not physically hitting myself.
All right, that is 2 successes. One of the big guys?
Yeah.
The one that Zhang just softened up for?
Yeah, I'll try to save him from it.
Okay. I'll use 2 points of doom. It attempts another defend reaction. Does not succeed. You generate the point. 1 party, 1 point of momentum. Roll for damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. It did. You finish off the snake hybrid
Save
man
you, but can I save you from yourself?
that Zhang softened up for you. And last but not least, the snake-covered Thornicius.
so I'm gonna do like when Wonder Woman changed into her suit kind of spin, just kind of all the way around and try and throw all these snakes on me off.
You're going to attempt to dislodge all of the snakes by pirouetting.
Spinning, yes.
Spread.
Oops, sorry. Gotcha. Gotta move my fingers. I'm gonna use a point of fortune to do it too.
Okay. I'll allow it with a point of fortune. Roll me an acrobatics check. So 2 die 20 plus a 1. That's 4 successes.
Wow.
That is 4 successes. You generate 1 point of momentum for the party and dislodge the what was there in that pile? It was a full 6-pack, wasn't it? Dislodge the 5 of the 6 snakes that were wrapped around you. The 6th is in your backpack.
Which I cinch close.
Okay. I guess that makes it the Snaky Snake's turn now.
Yes. Oh no! Chrome out.
Oh. Am I back?
Yep, you're back now.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was.
The snakes that you just threw off, I'm not even going to roll it because they're going to try to get back on.
Of course.
All 5 of them. I'm here. Didn't go away. And the have 2 successes on their strike in order to attack you.
I'm gonna parry him with my what is that thing called? A buckler.
Okay. Roll for parry.
I'm going to use a point of fortune too. Not fortune. I'm sorry. Momentum. I'm going to use a point of momentum. It didn't help me a bit. Gave me one success.
My internet is just going in and out, and I don't know what the heck.
I'm not doing any damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I was just parrying.
Sorry.
Roll 4 dice. 6. 4 points of damage, one of them being an effect. Roll a resistance check, please, for the 1 point of toxicity in the system.
The toxicity of our city.
You
Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most 20s I've ever seen rolled. If this was D&D, you wouldn't even believe how many crits are happening. But thankfully, this is Conan, and 20s are bad here. I don't even know what resistance check to make. Your complication is you think you're poisoned. You are hyposomatically creating poison in your own body.
Okay.
You think you are poisoned.
I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my lord.
It's just a splinter, you idiot.
All right, and now the
No, not like
six-pack in the back that is no longer surrounding Abertac is going for Dornitius.
Of course.
You're the one decided to go play around.
Are you really like doing this while I'm trying to survive?
Yep.
4 successes.
I say we all just sneak out while they're all attacking Thornitius.
They pretty
Why
much
don't
all
you?
are attacking Dornitius.
I will,
They
I will
are
sacrifice
the
myself. It looks like it's going to happen anyway.
Not even going to try to defend yourself.
I am going to try to defend myself. I'm going to use a point of fortune. So, yeah, no.
I guess roll 2
and a
die 20
point of
then.
momentum if we can.
A point of momentum as well. All right, roll
Yeah.
3 die 20.
Mother! Oh God! Why?
0 successes, 1 complication.
Why? Two successes. I got 2 successes with my fortune.
Oh, there was 2 successes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, 2 doesn't beat 5.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You know, maybe he's cursed.
Try closing out of roll 20 and getting back in.
It is called the Cursed Cave for a reason.
Oh my goodness.
So, the snaky snakes, bitey bite for 1, 2, 3 more points of damage. You don't get any armor soak, however, because they are in your armor now.
Oh no. Okay.
They are up underneath your armor. If you had a kilt, you'd be dangling.
Eh,
3 more points of damage to you. One of them being toxicity, so I need you to roll a resistance check, please. As they bite you again for more poison.
So now if we try to kill the snakes, they have an armor soak.
You
Right, well, that
succeed at resisting the poison and generate a point of momentum. Biggie Snake. Biggie Snake 1, the remaining one, goes after Abertac with 2 successes on its strike attack against you.
All right, I will try to parry it. We have some momentum, so I'm going to spend a point of momentum to get an extra die.
Alrighty. That brings the party down to 3 points of momentum.
And that gives me 2
Looks like
successes.
2 successes, which is enough indeed to parry the snake strike. And
Do it later.
stepping from around the corner in this pillared circular chamber room where these snakes and the snake monstrous hybrids are coming. Stepping from around the corner. Ooh, that would be funny, wouldn't it? I should roll this at random. I don't want it to be random. It'd be more funny. I'm going to roll. It's going to be Thornicius or Zinnia. They're the two that have been bit. So, 1d2. Stepping around the corner of this giant pillar room behind the other snakes, weapons drawn, a fierceness in her eyes, a viciousness in her eyes, silver-plated armor, 2 swords, a little circle knife thing on her hip, golden hair flowing, and a bright golden goatee. Steps Zinnia.
Wait, she has a goatee?
Girl, you need wax.
That's what 20 days in a cave will get you. And stress.
Y'all keep taking the long way around with these right turns.
Hey.
That's her idea.
She says, I'm here to help.
Do we let her kill herself? How do we approach this? Attack the one with the goatee, clearly, but
As she strikes down one snake, as she strikes down one snake and injures a second snake. I'm here to help, she says, as she starts killing snakes to save you.
Look, there's my twin sister.
I mean, clearly, we should keep both of them.
No time to explain. We've got to clear out these snakes and escape.
So let's form a circle.
It is the party's turn now.
Form a circle looking outwards and go after.
Okay. I can go with that. I'm in the middle of the circle.
I'll look at Zinnia and be like, you have a sister?
She said no time to explain. Come on, come on, come on.
I-
Do I still have snakes
Follow
on
her
me?
lead.
There is one more hybrid monstrosity thing and several little bitty snakies.
Yeah, but do I still have snakes on me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You are wildly covered.
We'll help here. We'll help. Oh, okay, fine. See how you are?
I'm gonna swing at the hybrid.
Roll an attack roll. Spending a point of doom to parry. I can roll this down. Does not succeed at the parry. Roll for damage.
Wait, I can re-roll 2 of those. Slash.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have yeah, that's enough damage because that thing has vicious, right? Yeah. Yep. Big snaky monstrosity thing is dead. And I tell you what, I'm just going to give the snakes that are biting on Thornicius one more free attack against him,
Sure.
and then we'll just call the rest of the snakes dead. 20. One of them succeeds at biting you.
Bastards.
roll a defense action to see if they actually succeed at biting you. Good enough. All of the snakes have been defeated, except for the one that's tied up in your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Other Xenia, we'll call her Tunya. Tunya says, "We've got to get out of here. They'll just keep coming until we're all dead. Let's go."
What do you
Okay.
mean we're all dead?
I mean, dead as in no longer living? The opposite of healthy. Let's go.
Awful bold of you to assume you're part of the group there, friend.
If you don't want my help, I'll go off on my own. See ya. And she takes off down the right passage.
I think let's follow.
No, it's the right passage. We've done that before.
It's entirely coincidental because we were going right anyway.
Right.
And Xenia, you don't have a twin or anything, do you?
Anything's possible. I was raised by a tribe of people.
Did any of them have goatees?
You never know.
Interesting.
Could be a long lost cousin that, wanted to be
Well,
like
it's not the strangest thing that's happened all day.
right?
So you're standing there amidst the gore and the calamari rot of a bunch of dead serpents and snakes and hybrid men.
I'm following.
You're following.
Xenia follows Tunya off to the right.
Like I
Well,
said, it's
I
her
will let you
doppelganger, so
I'll follow after.
I will
All
limp
right.
slowly
Xenia.
behind.
The party goes to the right to find Tunya at yet another room filled with a large pillar in the middle. But this time there's only 3 exits. There is an exit to the left and an exit to the
Oh.
right
gosh.
and no exit ahead.
To the right.
Marking the wall.
Finally, we came to a corner.
Tunya says, "I have no recollection of this place. We should go right."
Where did you come from?
Left. Are you coming or not? Let's go. We don't have enough time for this. The snakes
And
keep
you didn't
attacking.
mark it? Are you really like Xenia?
More like, is she really like me?
Less hairy, and we appreciate that.
Hey, this is a sign of respect in many cultures.
Except ours?
That sounds like a
Everyone we've
you
ever met.
problem, not a me problem. Let's go.
Let's go.
To the right.
To the right.
Yeah, perhaps
That's
we should
second
go
right.
left.
So,
Left?
the right. 3 rights
If
is you.
Xenia wants to follow her
Really?
doppelganger, then we will allow her to follow Queen Doppelpopolis.
Right into a trap.
I need a
All right.
resistance
So the
check
first-
from Verai and Zhang, please.
What did you
Resistance.
say?
Resistance, please.
Oh, resistance.
Thornicius, remember you believe yourself to be injured right now.
Yes.
Like, is anybody going to suck this poison out of my veins?
Come here, you beautiful goateed mountain. Yeah, come suck this out of my veins.
Niet. Gross.
Yeah, I do have 6th sense. Do I have anything about Tunya?
Oh, Sixth Sense, huh?
Uh-huh.
Success.
I don't see Sixth Sense. I see Healthy Superstition,
Oh,
which gives you extra discipline on your discipline. I don't see a Sixth Sense, though.
okay.
All right.
That's
Both of you feel a pull to continue deeper, but that's all it is. Just you need to keep going.
Do I remember you had that pull to keep going?
She says, "Let's go." Are you going right with her?
Xenia,
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you and keep the beardless one in between me and the one with the beard. If you want to follow yourself, I will follow you and watch your back.
Cool, thanks. Let's go.
But we're
The
gonna kill
party
your twin.
goes to the right.
By the way,
After
Crom,
going to the right, after a short time, the party comes to a rounded room with a large pillar in the middle, breaking line of sight to any of the other directions. However, this time there are only two exits, the exit you came from and an exit to the right.
To the right.
Tunya says, let's keep going deeper. We've got to continue.
Do we?
This is our third right.
We should be back doubled upon ourselves already.
No, third right. You come to the straightaway. He's the hit he gave.
Rom seems to think we're going deeper into something, so let's just keep going this way.
What could
By the way-
possibly go wrong? Here,
Crom?
have a snake.
I feel the urge to go forward.
Yes,
hey,
Sam.
Crom. Just for your awareness, keep in mind my discipline abilities for all the mental checks that you're making. Specifically, the one that affects your supernaturals if it
Gotcha.
crits.
Blessed.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we aren't. I don't know if you're rolling or anything like that. It might factor in. It might not. Just.
What are you reading?
Well, they're not mental attacks per se.
Well, it doesn't say it's an attack. It's just supernatural threat targeting the mind.
Yeah, I'll keep it in
So-
mind. I'll keep it in mind.
Yep.
As you take a right outside of this rounded pillared room, you go another short passage and come upon a rounded pillared room large enough to break all line of sight to the other edges. However, in this room, there is only two exits, the exit you came in and the exit directly opposite
That we can't see because of the pillar.
that you can't see because of the pillar, but you've done a lap around the pillar.
Oh, we've already surveyed
Yeah.
this room.
I'm
Okay.
just assuming that you walk around each of the circles.
All right, I'm still marking walls as we go.
Tunya says, looks like we're going this way.
What do you say?
We don't have
real
any sort of mental observation or insight check we can do
As to what purpose?
as to her was it motives?
Yes, you can do a insight. You can do an insight.
Okay. I think that's one success.
15 and 8.
Yeah.
Your insight is 10. So yes, that is one success. She moves like Xenia. She has the voice of Xenia. She looks like Xenia. But her eyes are not like Xenia. Whereas Xenia's eyes are playful, hers are not. But as to her intentions, she hasn't said anything that seems, she hasn't said or done anything that seems dissonant to how she has acted.
Hmm. Okay.
Let's go. Keep going forward, deeper into the caves.
Deeper into the cave.
Xenia, I'm going to be honest. This seems like a real bad idea.
We don't want to go deeper into the caves. We want to go less deeper and out of this place.
The only way out is forward.
The only less
Well, how did
deep
you
we've
get in
found
here?
so far is the way we came, and we know where that goes, back to the other levels above us, which we
Yeah, there's-
already explored. We have to keep going deeper in order to hopefully get out at some point.
Okay, if you say so.
Let's at least go straight.
as the party moves straight down along another short-ish passage, coming to a large circular room with a large pillar in the middle, blocking line of sight to the other 4 directions. Doing a quick lap around, this room has 4 exits, 1 in each 90-degree direction. The way you came in, left, forward, and right.
I say forward.
Well, Tanya, where do you think we should be going now?
You know, at one point in time, I remember you guys saying you weren't just going to bowl in a direction anymore.
You know what?
No, right?
I mean, just saying. There are 4 directions with which you can exit this chamber. Back the way you came, left, forward, and to the right.
I say forward.
Well, Tanya, where do you seem to know where you're going? Where should we go next?
Whichever way gets us deeper into the caves, of course.
Yeah, so you've been leading us so far. Which way do you want to go?
Oh, I don't know now. Now there's 4 directions.
Decisions are hard, huh?
How about left? Or straight forward? I like forward. Forward's good. Xenia said forward. I like that. Forward sounds good.
We've done forward enough. Let's go right.
Xenia, can you give me a reason not to put my hammer through this thing's head?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. There can only be one.
Are we all cool with that?
Are you saying that out loud to your
Oh,
party?
yes, absolutely.
She goes, well, if that's the kind of reception, I'll leave myself. And she leaves to the left.
Riddance.
So she wanted to go left. Okay, let's go right.
Is anyone going to help me with this poison that's coursing through my veins?
You be all right.
Why don't you make
Does
a medicine
anybody
roll?
notice that I'm dying?
Sit off.
Sit on the phone.
Maybe take the
I don't
arrow
know.
with him.
Hey.
You have enough stuff.
So the party goes to the right.
Die later.
Oh, first, I think somebody should make a medicine roll. On what's
Yeah, I'm going to. If you're complaining about poison, I'm going to take a look at you.
Okay, roll a medicine check. 1 success is all you need.
I believe that's healing.
Yeah, healing, sorry.
I have 1 success.
He was definitely bit by a snake, but there is no sign of necrosis, no sign of poison, no sign of toxin. He's just being a baby.
No, I
Back outside ahead and say,
I can
snap
feel
out
it
of
in
it.
your
You ain't
veins.
poison. You're fine.
I'm fine.
Yes, you're fine.
You sure?
Here, put a little salt on it. That'll cure it. An
Ouch.
old family secret.
Put a little stone on it.
Rub a little stone on it. So the party goes to the right.
I don't know. I just
Sounds
I
like a
just
good
like
idea.
being-
Yes, I would like somebody who's observant to watch behind us for whatever that doppelganger was to coming at us from behind.
All right. That'll be me. With
Can
the-
I ask a question?
with the poison still?
No.
No? Was that a no? Have we been staying level this entire time in all of these chambers that we've been going through? Have we changed elevation at all?
More or less level.
Okay, just checking. So we're on the same level. There's no
Yep.
level.
Yeah, you're not going underneath the prior chambers.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? With that, I would allow you to roll a. Oh, it might be an observation.
That's what I just rolled.
No, roll me a survival check.
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to enlist my magical friend, Fortune,
Okay.
to fend for my life to answer this simple question. Are we staying level? Flash roll 20.
So that's 3 successes.
Yep, 3 successes.
If you take a right here, you will have basically U'd around where you kind of started. Like all those dead ends that you run into should be just to your right as you continue forward down this path. Roughly speaking, based on if the rooms are all equidistant, because you went 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and to the right once more will be 1, putting you at what theoretically would be the room exactly opposite of one of the dead ends that you encountered, theoretically speaking.
All right, then let's go right and test that theory.
All right.
Party goes to the right.
Yeah.
Party goes to the right. You go a short distance, an equidistant distance to all of the other rooms and chambers that you have been through. You come upon a large rounded room with a large pillar in the middle, blocking line of sight to all 4 directions. However, there is an exit to all 4 directions, back, forward, left, and right. Theoretically speaking, if you went to the right, it should take you exactly to where that dead end was. However, that wouldn't make sense because there was a dead end. The third dead end that you encountered, I should say.
I'd say we should try right.
Test the theory. Sure.
So the party goes off to the right.
Now you all want to go to the right. Uh-huh.
I thought we were going to be scouting. The party goes off to the right. Shortly thereafter, you come upon a dead end, and this dead end is a statue in not as perfect repair as the last statue that you saw in a dead end of a small chamber. The statue is of a princely snake hybrid thing that looks in much better shape than these monstrosities that you've been fighting, but still an ancient stone statue. This one is showing some wear and tear of time. And a dead end behind it, which aligns with if you had just on the other side of that wall, you would assume less than feet would be another chamber that you deaded in and killed snakes at.
Well, Thornicius, this one looks like a dead end too. Why don't you go prove me wrong?
Haha.
No thanks.
All right, folks, I'm turned around. So
Yeah, let's turn around.
I'm turned around. I'm not entirely sure like where we're supposed to be going in anymore. So
Go straight.
following you, Xenia.
Get in.
Why don't you get back out in the hallway?
Oh, okay.
All right, so you pull a 180. You make it back to the circular room. You can do a left in the direction that you came from. You can go straight in an unknown direction. You can go right in an unknown direction.
Straight.
Straight.
That's
You
where
go
the-
straight across.
Unknown direction.
That's where Tunya went.
No, it's not.
No,
Was that? Okay.
Not even
that was
close.
the previous intersection.
Oh,
And she went
okay.
left.
Mm-hmm.
You go straight into a room with a statue of a snake, dead-ended. However, in this one, there are a series of snakes that have been woken up now by the party tromping their way into it. The snakes begin to coil and attack.
How many?
2 piles.
Who wants to kill first?
I will.
Hang on, let me check. Yeah, okay, no goatee. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, did you shave?
That quick. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm the good one.
Roll. for-
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Can I spend a point of fortune?
Momentum.
Momentum.
Point of momentum, 1 extra point of damage for free. There is no point momentum, however.
Oh.
That's the beginning of a fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage, chopping one of the snakes in half, right to splook, slicing it right down its length. Next.
I'll let somebody else go. I'll hold back.
I will attack for snakes. Two successes.
1 is enough. Roll damage.
That's what an extra point of momentum here.
Yeah.
Yep, it does generate 1 point of momentum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage, 2 of them being effects. Effects are vicious 2.
I
So that
never
is
want to see a snake again as long as I live.
10 points of damage total, slicing 2 more snakes apart. Half of the first pile is now defeated.
I'm pulling out Doomslayer and I'm going at the second ball, screaming, I don't even like licorice! Slash roll 2d20.
Why?
2 successes.
Roll for damage. One,
roll
two, three,
2 of those.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. 3 of them being effects. That's 11. You kill 2 more snakes. You have intent, so actually that's 3 more snakes. 5 snakes dead. I guess they're going to get 1 good attack on Thornicius, though, before you just kill the rest of them, just for good measure.
How do you attack it?
That's a lot of complications.
All right, we're just going to say the snakes are dead. You kill these 2 sets of snakes. No reason to keep rolling through this.
Thank you. Oh my.
Those are some clumsy snakes. They were sleepy.
Yeah, you just woke them up. They were cold.
They had been hibernating.
Disoriented, bit themselves.
Pull a 180, go back to the room.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go with our scouting idea again. I like that.
All right. So the only direction in this room you have not gone is to the left.
So let's have somebody sneak and look for snakes, because if I have to kill more snakes.
Fair eye, go ahead.
Is that the direction that what's her Tunya went?
Opposite.
Okay, so it's the opposite direction Tunya went. Okay, then I shall go sneakify.
Okay,
Hopefully.
roll me a stealth roll.
There's your little bear too.
Teddy's on my backpack. We're good.
Okay.
Teddy's on my backpack. We're good.
Strangely enough, riding over his shoulder just a little bit with the head over the shoulder.
The balloon.
1.
Good enough. So you sneak to the left then, down the uncleared passage.
This is what he looks like when he's sleeping. Yeah, walk over there. Okay.
I can't see. It's all fuzzy. Okay, so I'm sneaky deeking down the pathway.
You go a short passage, equidistant to all the other short passages that you've gone, and come upon a large rounded room with a large pillar in the middle, breaking line of sight all 4 directions. A quick lap around shows that there are 4 exits.
And no markings.
And no markings.
These people needed to learn some decor or something.
Maybe some signage.
Okay,
Signage
so I'm
would be
going to
nice.
mark that we were here, at least. I'm going to go back and tell the rest of the room, at least it's not a dead end. We've got options.
Forward we go.
Any indications of where what's her name went?
The previous way, right? We went in the opposite direction now.
That is correct. She would be the room that way, and then she went that way again.
Okay.
Do we want to just go chase her and at least kill her just so we know she's not here?
I don't think we're going to go looking for more trouble. I just want to get out at this point.
Well, I mean, we've given her enough time. She should have the trap ready to be sprung on us now. So,
Thornicius, roll me a discipline, please.
yeah.
If I move to my spot.
Sorry,
Oops,
wrong one.
Wrong one. Can't get good help this day.
Shut up.
Ooh,
Okay,
is that
thank you,
no
here.
successes?
That's no successes, I think. I'm not
That
very
is
good.
indeed no successes. You have a sense of something, a calling pulling you backwards, actually. And something will whisper, a tickle in your mind, free me,
What did you just do?
No,
find me, free me, find me.
Oh my gosh, you're cracking me up.
Hey guys, I'm something's whispering to me that we need to free somebody back that way.
There's nothing here that should be freed. Sure. But happy to destroy it with a hammer.
But I really feel like we need to be going that way.
That's the direction that Tunia went.
Well, I don't know. That's the way I'm being told to go. I don't know.
There are no easy answers. Let's go after the demon. Let's go kill it.
Let's go kill it. Okay, so we turn around and go back then, guys?
So you pull a 180, go to the prior room.
Sure.
Seems so.
All right, you go to the right, go to the prior large rounded room. In this room, there is a sign marking that you went the direction that you came from and that you had originally came from the left. If you remember correctly, Tunia went what would now be forward.
Is that way I'm being pulled?
Not anymore.
Oh, no,
Am I
no.
scouting?
I've lost it, guys. All I know is we were supposed to go this way.
Am I scouting?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Rob, do I need to re-roll?
No need to re-roll on this case. We're just going to say that's your basic scouting roll for until something else happens. Don't need to re-roll it every single time. You scout forward. You go a short ways before coming into a small, rounded, dead-end chamber with a statue in the middle and several busts carved into the walls of more snake man hybrid things coming out from the walls. Give me an observation check. Just need one success. That is no successes. Yep, that is no successes.
Take the teddy bear out of your face.
There's your reroll. Okay, one success, which is enough. You see molted serpent skin in here. Goop, slime, obvious signs of recent serpentile activity, but no sign of any serpents or of Tunia. Potentially, she ran away from a fight. You're muted.
So can I see gory, bloody footprints then? If this is a cul-de-sac and there's no other clear exits, can I see them leading like back out or anything?
No, you just see signs of recent snakiness and no current snakiness.
let me observe around the room and see if I can see any like doors other than these busts. See if there's like if any of them have hollow mouths or.
With your one observation success, you don't find anything else.
Okay.
Drink, please.
All right. So then let me go back and report back to the group.
A couple of minutes later, Verai comes back from the room ahead.
So I killed all of the snakes in that room.
Good.
That's quick.
Just kidding, wasn't me. So your bearded compatriot apparently is doing our job better than we did because it didn't look like they were injured. But that's a dead-end room with a whole bunch of busts of the sneaky danger dooms that we've been fighting. I can't see any doors or levers or anything like that. That's a dead end. So either she found something that I couldn't, or she came back this way and went the way we haven't been. Your call.
Let's go the way we haven't been.
So there's one passage in this room that you have not explored at this point.
Or Thornicius can double check my math.
No thanks.
We know what happened last time.
Right. We're not doing that again.
Maybe Thornicius should scout the next room.
Oh God.
All right, guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna go scout the
We
next
don't want to mess up his streak, so she's okay.
So far, we haven't done any snakes. Let's keep it that way.
You go to the right. Well, I guess the left now from the direction that you're facing now. Go a short passage. You find a room identical to the last room. Moltings on the floor, busts on the walls, a single perfectly ornate statue, almost lifelike in its detail, of a snake man in the middle. Signs of recent snake activity. No actual snakes. And a dead end.
All right. And I did the lap around the room, not seeing anything else.
That is correct.
Okay. Going back to report.
All right, you have now been in all four directions from this room. That way is the way you originally came from. Dead end, that way that you went a little bit and then came back.
Well, I guess we backtrack and find another unexplored area.
All right. So let's
All
mark
right.
off these passages.
You backtrack a room. You come upon a room, large circular room. It has a passage to the forward and to the backwards. You have a mark on the wall saying that you came from the forwards. There are no other exits.
Send our scout.
We've already been here, right? So we can just keep going until we come to exits that we haven't been down.
Right. Unless we hit dead ends.
Is the party moving as a whole, or are you having the scout rooms you've already been to?
No, not ones we've already been to. I guess we've already been to them.
Let's just scout the ones that we haven't been to.
Yeah.
All right. The party moves forward. You come to a large rounded room with a large pillar. There is an exit to the left. There is a mark on that exit saying that is where you had originally came from.
Oh.
There are no other exits.
Left.
You go left. You come to a large rounded pillared room with the line of sight being blocked. There is an exit to the left marking where you originally came from, and there is an exit to the forward. No marks.
Exit to the forward.
Let's try that one. Scout
All
that
right.
one.
Let's scout that one.
All right. You scout ahead an equidistant amount. You find a large rounded room with a large pillar in the middle, line of sight being blocked with 3 exits. An exit to the left, no markings. An exit forward, no markings. And technically an exit behind with no current markings.
Okay. So let me mark the exit behind so I know.
Yep.
And then I will go forward another chamber just in case.
You go forward another chamber. There is a large rounded room with a large pillar in the middle. There is an exit to the left with no markings. There is an exit to the forward with no markings. There is no exit to the right.
Okay. Marking the one I came from, and then going back those two chambers back to the party to inform them what our options are.
To the right.
Okay, he informs you of those two options. You can go forward and then left. You can go forward and then left. Or you can go forward and then forward and then forward.
Forward, 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 forward.
Well, it's just. Well, you know what? No, yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing down here.
Would you call it serpentine down here?
Yeah, I would. Which means that we should probably go back from the very beginning of where we came from and go right, straight, left, straight, right, straight, left, straight, like a snake would. But we're lost now. I don't think we could find our original one if we even tried.
I bet you could. I bet you could.
Which means we're probably only a couple away from actually doing that.
So party, do you go forward one step? He scouted it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, party goes forward one step. There is an exit to the left the party has not taken. He has scouted one more to the forward.
Right. So let's scout the one to the left then. Scout it just to see.
I'll be back.
You scout to the one to the left. You go a short distance. You come upon a room that has four equidistant exits a short distance away around a big pillar, big rounded room. The exit to the right marks that you came from there. The exit in front of you marks that you both went and came from there, and it was a dead end. The exit to the left marks that you went left at some point in time in the past.
Left.
Okay, so we've been here. Cool. I'm going to head back and let them know. We have been those exits before. This is the one that we haven't been down, right? It said we weren't marking this one?
If you go forward, you would be to a room that you haven't explored all exits. You have now explored all exits in this room.
Oh.
So let's move
Go
forward.
forward.
Yeah.
You go forward upon a room, round circular, 3 exits, left, forward, and backwards. You have not scouted forward. You have not scouted to the left.
I'm thinking left is just going to take us back to those intersections that we've already been down. So let me go double check.
That is correct. You go down there. You find a marking that says you came from the right, and then you had gone forward to a dead end, and then you had exited to the left.
Okay. I'm going to come back and say our really only viable option is forward.
All right. Let's try forward then.
You move forward. You come onto a large rounded room with a large pillar in the middle, blocking sight to any lines of exit. There are 4 exits in the room: forward, backward, left, right, and no markings up in the wall so far.
Okay. So I'm curious, and I want to go left and see if that's our original chamber that we started with. Going.
You go left. It is the very first of the rooms, you assume, considering there is a mark that's saying you came in and a mark that's saying you went to the right and no other marks, which matches your very first room that you entered.
Okay.
No.
So I'm coming back and informing the party that we're at least one layer in deeper, but this is our only first, like this is our first option where we could just go straight, like we can go straight in from the original entrance, and like this is our only option where we can actually like take a right from where we've been coming. Right? Because we've been the last couple of chambers, we've only had lefts back into where we've been and then straight. Now we've got 3 options back to where the original case was, forward in front of us, which is an entire area we haven't even explored yet, or right, which our previous options haven't allowed us to go right. So do we want to go right?
Try it.
That seems sound to me.
Okay, I will go down that right passage that's seemingly deeper into this cluster, Charlie.
You take a right in this turn, which would be if you had gone straight from the original entrance twice. You take a right down the room. You go a short distance down the passage. You come upon a rather large, elongated chamber. red flickering light flowing from various points. Dozens of statues upon the walls. It's hard to see. You think there are exits ahead, but without going deeper into the room proper, it's hard to tell among the shadows. Inside of this room, you see, you definitely do see movement. There is a slithering upon the ground, and some of the larger shadows appear to move in ways that are even stranger than the strange ways the shadows have been moving already. I need a discipline check, please.
Goody. Don't soil yourself. Don't soil yourself. Nope.
Find me. Free me. There is a strong urge to go straight through this room.
Must.
Find me. Free me.
Is it an overpowering urge that I have to go forward?
No, but it's clear.
Okay. So I need to go back and report back.
It's not so much words, just I have to find this thing. I have to free this thing. Just it's not words, it's feelings.
Okay. So I need to go back and report back to the party. So
Okay.
when I get back, so I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news is it's not a dead-end circular chamber like all the others. Bad news is I don't really want to go back there.
Yeah, you do.
Why don't
Right
you want
way.
to go back there?
Yes, you do want to go back there.
I feel the pull and it scares me, which means it's probably the right way, but I'm afraid.
We got you back.
Some of
There
us
you
do.
go.
Can I give him some sort of, or give her some sort of counseling to help resist the urges,
Ugh.
so to speak?
She seems to be in control of her faculties.
I just have this it's not overwhelming, but it is almost overpowering
Overwhelming.
to just go and dive myself deeper into this room that I know is clearly full of bad slithery things. So if we go in force with weapons drawn and ready for all the bad.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Double swords.
All right. Swords out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go kill this series of bad things.
I'm
You say
gonna
it's
switch.
a labyrinth. Wait till you see my map, and I'll show you the route that you've taken.
Lord.
So the party charges forth, weapons brandished into this room. Yes?
Switching to my spear this time.
Okay.
Keeping
You-
things at arm's length.
You go charging forward into this room full of the serpentine, slithering, shadowy, snaky things. You get into this room. It is a large, kind of oval, ovular room. The lights are playing all sorts of tricks of making, because if you remember how the ground itself, the floor tiles were serpentine and curved, the lights flickering in and out of the wall canisters. You definitely see how he could assume that this floor was covered in snakes and that the statues were moving. But when you charge into this room, these statues are all equidistant, symmetrical, unmoving, stone. The floor isn't moving, but as you move the shadows, it's kind of a mirage effect. So I guess you could see how your experienced scout would say he saw lots and lots of creatures, and then there's exactly 0 creatures.
Hey,
All right, it's out of the bag. I'm afraid of the dark.
I don't blame you.
In this room, about halfway down this room on the left, is a large passage leading to the left. About 2/3 of the way down on the right is a small passage. All you can really see is just a bit of like a passage into a curve. And then there is an even smaller passage straight ahead.
Deverai, where do you feel the pull most?
Are any of these passages more well lit than the others?
Probably the big one to the left would be the most well lit because it's the largest and has the most like flickery things coming from it. The other two are both intimidatingly dark.
I feel the need to want to explore at least one of the smaller passages. I feel that the most worn, the most hollowed out would probably be the best option, but I at least want to try the second. You said curved one off to the side, right?
Yes.
Let me scout this one just in case.
I'm gonna need a fresh stealth check.
That's fine.
So the rest of the party, you're just hanging out in this room that he swears he saw all the creatures in?
Well, yeah, very nervously.
Okay. One stealth check. You tiptoe your way into the side passage. Very quickly, the side passage kind of slithers into a spin, almost doing a 180, coming back around. And so far, you've gone farther down this passage than you have gone down any other passage. Would you like to continue?
Yes, until either I find dead end, a door, or an obstacle.
You continue down this passage a little bit further. You see ahead where it looks like maybe the passage widens out a little bit. Observation? You see a handful of large hybrid snaky things curled up on the floor of this widened portion of the passage in front of you. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Gonna
They are almost like they're being sentries to something.
Slay them in my name.
not alone, so I'm sneaky. So I'm gonna go back and let the folks know. Hey, we follow this. If we follow this path, it will lead us definitely to a battle. But it looks like they may be guarding something. But then again, I thought this room was full of things that were moving. So yeah.
So we take that with a
Do
grain
we
of
take
salt.
the large, well-lit room where we don't know where it goes, or do we take the sure battle that's going to happen?
Well, let's first try that frontward. Like, let's try all our options.
Okay, do you want me to take the smaller other path?
Yeah, just to check it out and see where it goes.
Yeah, okay, the other small foreboding path. Okay.
I need a new stealth check.
Sure, let me do that for you.
Yep.
Okay, not working.
2 successes. You sneak forward down this passage in front of you. It is the most serpentine of all the passages passed yet. It has gone to the left. It has gone to the right. It has gone to the left. It even dips a little bit and then comes up a little bit. There is a noticed increase in holes in the wall, and yet a decrease in the number of them that are lit and light emitting. The little bits of light that are in here are barely enough for you to be able to see, and you can't see very far at all before the shadows and the twists just make it impossible to tell what is what more than a short distance ahead of you. You continue down this passage for quite some time, longer than you went on the prior passage. The passage seems to continue. Would you like to continue further?
Yeah.
Discipline.
Do what?
Discipline.
Discipline? Okay. Oh.
Yet another complication!
No successes and a complication.
So for the four of you that are in that prior room, the big, large room with the statues, your friend has been gone for a while. 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by. Now, he was gone on his last scouting excursion, like 10 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 15, but a good 10. But 15 goes by, he's not back. 20 minutes go by, he's not back.
Okay, I'm checking. Like, that's too long. They would have come back by now. Anybody coming with me?
You should scout it alone.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's break up the team even more. Yeah, no.
One by one. Yeah, we should all go. I gotta
The entire party moves forward.
Everyone except Abertac. Abertac's staying behind.
All right. The entire
I'm
party
kidding, he's
except for
coming with
Abertac.
us. Kidding.
The entire party except for Abertac. You lack discipline. Shameful display. The party moves forward into this passage. Now, this passage is the darkest and most intimidating passage you've seen yet. The tight quarters on this passage make the ceiling almost like it closes in upon you. While all of the other rooms have been broad, especially at the top, have been so broad, while this one keeps the same shape of being narrow at the bottom and widening out at the top with a rounded top, it is much smaller and more intimidating, and it's at just quite the wrong angle. So if your hands are up here, you can reach out a distance, but down here hanging, you can barely even lift your arms away from your body. The tight quarters almost suffocating in the light, the dim, flickering red, unnatural, eerie lights coming from the walls, from the holes in the walls, almost make every step hard to even see your feet. The way the scale-like twisting tiles almost makes the floor itself seems like it's moving and undulating away from you, and yet it's perfectly stable. Nothing is actually shifting, but everything quite looks disorienting. At one point in time, almost giving you a little queasy to your belly even is kind of disturbing. As you continue down this passage and it winds around to the left, as you continue this passage and it winds around to the right, and you continue this passage, it goes, dips a little bit and comes back up, and you continue around this passage, it goes around a long looping stretch around, and you still have found no sign of your friend.
Let's turn back.
Okay, hold on. Well, now they were gone 20 minutes. How long have we been gone?
Good 10, 15 now.
Okay. We'll go until we hit 20 minutes and see what we see from there. Because they didn't come back within 20 minutes. We probably still have a little further ways to go to find Veri.
The party continues forward. As you continue forward, there is a dim, you come across a door, a very familiar looking, perfectly rounded door, much like the rounded door before the altar chamber on the prior level. Except this door is ripped off of its hinges and leaning slapped aside against the passage, nearly blocking it unless you want to snake slither your way underneath of it. Looking through that door, there is a room. You think there might be possibly an altar or a stone of some sort in that room. Where you expected to see a large door last time, you can't tell, but there is a red light emanating, a different red light, not the flickering pale, but like almost a red light, like a fire in the distance ahead.
I whisper through the door, Veri, are you in there? No answer.
No response.
Huh.
I don't think this is the way.
Well, we gotta find Veri.
Go back the other way.
What do you mean the other way? There was no other way. We just followed this and it never moved. It never turned. Like there were no other options.
There's 2 ways when we turn.
There was 2 ways.
This has been a singular passage from the time you left that first big room. It's been a singular passage.
Oh, I thought when he went one way, then came back, and then went the other way.
That was
Yeah, so he went right, came back, and then went forward and never came back. So now you guys have gone forward after him.
Oh.
and have not found him. I turn around to the group. What do you want to do here? Like, do we go into this room?
Let me do my woman's intuition.
Oh, because that's been so useful.
It's too bad you don't have Tunya here.
Yeah, right? She definitely knew which way to go.
So,
I'm looking for the
do
team.
you crawl underneath this door into the scary, dimly lit room with the scariness that last time you were in a room like it tried to crush you?
Is there any reason to believe he went in there? She went in there?
Yes, because there's nowhere else that she could have gone, and either that or evaporated entirely.
I mean, there could be a secret door we didn't find.
Wait a minute, can't Abertac use his warhammer and just go at the door?
You could start banging on the crashed door in the middle of the long hallway.
Oh,
No, yeah, we'll
Did
just
we look
move
for like
forward.
secret passages along the way?
You saw, unless you want to cover every single inch of the way, you never saw any deviation in the passage. Stayed the same size, stayed the same shape.
I mean, there must be a well-hidden secret passage. Hey, we would have heard this thing. We would have heard this thing collapse, right?
Maybe it's been collapsed a while.
I say we go under.
Well, hold on. Let me use my observation to check to see if maybe it has been collapsed for a while. There'd be dust on it settled or
Roll
something.
an observation check. All I need is one success.
Yeah, let's do that. One success.
Yeah, you can tell that this door has dug into the wall a little bit. There is significant amounts of dust. There's some ancient skin molted from serpents long past. Whatever collapsed this door was an age past.
Okay.
So let's go.
Vera would have left signs though. If she had squirmed underneath this thing, she would have taken dust with her and left marks on the floor. That doesn't make any sense then, because I see dust.
The floors have been surprisingly clear in the way that they're shaped and the way that the light is. It's hard to see anything that remotely resembles a track. These are stone-ish floors.
Right.
Terracotta floors.
Call for Vera again.
Vera!
Very
No.
We're not
No,
doing the RICO
we-
law. We're
We do that parrot call.
Nothing. No response.
This is not good.
The only way she could have gone, though, is forward.
We go forward.
All right. If y'all want to go forward, we'll go
All
forward.
four of you crawl underneath the shattered door.
Let's stick a
I'll
torch
make sure
into it.
someone else goes first so that I can tell if they're crunched or not.
Abertac,
Well, I want to wait and see what happens when somebody crawls through first.
Thornicius goes first.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I already have a few pin cushions in me. Why not a few more?
Thornicius, you crawl forward. As you crawl across the door frame itself, you feel your backpacks begin to struggle. to wiggle and shake as you crawl into this room. In this room is a slightly lifted floor. There is what appears to have been at one point in time an altar identical to the altar you saw up above, except this one has been shattered and collapsed, and most of the hood itself is now on the floor, separated from the altar itself. The door on the back wall that had all of the markings on it is lying down in the dirt, shattered and broken off of its hinges, mostly decayed. The ceiling does not attempt to collapse you, and there is a passage going forward and an ominous red glow.
I go back to the door and I relate what I'm seeing to the rest of them, and I look for signs of any passage recently. If there's
Looks
been
clear.
Huh?
Looks clear.
Looks clear. Okay. Tell them I don't see any sign of anyone coming through here recently. I think we missed something. I think we need to go back.
The passage continues forward. You found no other direction that she could have gone.
Huh. I'm not going without everybody, though.
All right, fine. Let's go.
Yeah.
Everyone else crawls and wiggles underneath. Your backpack is going crazy. That snake is trying to get out.
All right. I put that snake down on the ground. I put the whole thing down on the ground and I just stomp it.
You're stomping your backpack, complete with all of your goods.
No.
Your bottles.
Where it wants to go. If it wants
Your-
to get away from you, see where it wants to go.
Okay. We'll let it out then.
I mean, let's see. What all gets stomped in there? Your survival kit and your
No,
fish.
no.
fishing
Stop
set.
him from doing that.
Yeah, I don't want to break nothing, so I'll just go
I
ahead and
cock
let
him
it
up
out.
beside the head and say, "Are you stupid?" Just let him out.
You're stupid.
No!
Why you're so stupid?
So, do you just open up the backpack and jump away?
Open up the backpack and jump away.
The snake rapidly slithers out of the backpack and crawls back the direction that you came, directly away from the ominous red light ahead.
That's interesting.
He's scared cat.
Yeah, but snakes generally don't feel fear.
They don't like heat, though.
Yeah.
So maybe we're
Wait, what?
heading towards above.
They're cold-blooded. They have to have.
I say we go forward.
The torches did keep the snakes away. Somewhat.
Well, it's fire, yeah.
I say we go forward.
Forward?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else good? Forward?
Unless you want to follow the snake.
It's been nice knowing you, Barry.
The party moves forward through this large door frame, comes down a charred, blackened passage, almost obsidian, completely different, rough, primordial, like something out of a Star Trek, the original series sort of cave. Obsidian, primordial, rough, bricks, blocks everywhere. And around a corner in a short distance, you see a small river of magma and fire pouring across the passage. Standing on just this side of the passage, staring at it blankly, is your friend Verai.
There she is.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're so glad to have you with us tonight. We'd love to have you here. Got a couple of announcements for you. So first off, Wednesday is Adenia Season 3. I don't have a description for it, but 8 p.m. tomorrow, you can check out the Adenia Season 3. Thursday, 8:30 p.m., our player characters have been indicted into Bad Horse's Evil League of Evil, but only as henchmen. Their first mission is to collect Ralph Nader for Bad Horse, but he sent other henchmen to compete for the Nader prize. Will our players' evildoers prevail, or will they fall to Stabby Rabbit and the rest of the Pickle Dickles gang? Tune in and find out. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Cookie Truck, The Doctor Dilemma. While waiting out a storm, the crew has yet to decide who you are if you are not a doctor. Sunday, Tomb Chicka Tomb. The party is exploring the first level of the infamous Tomb of the Nine Gods. So far, they've dropped a glowing pebble on a Clive Barker-inspired skeleton, examined a crystal window, found a magic ring, followed a mysterious masked figure to a secret door, lost a magic warhammer to a magnetic rust trap, obliterated a shadow demon. Now, the Cure is bleeding out after a gas explosion in the sewers and something is moving in the darkness. Tune in on Sunday to find more chaos. Next Monday, Star Trek back in business, the 162nd rule. Cash Dash is still trying to find the treacherous little imp Grell. And when will Lyra and Darvo pick up the dang hail? And then after that, next Tuesday, will be Conan, Adventures in an Age Untold again with us. So we got a raid going on. Ladies and gentlemen, be cool, hang out, be active, give us all a good name. We'll see you next time. We love you. Good night.
Good night.
There's going to be a raid soon. I swear.